Hey, journeyman, journeywomen, this is the Hero Journey with Dr. D. Previously, we talked about self-awareness, social awareness, and self-management. However, today, we're going to finish up the emotional intelligence series with relationship management. At the end of the video, if you stay with me, I'm going to give you 7 strategies to deal with it effectively. Enjoy the video. Hi, for those who are clicking in on the first time, this is the Hero's Journey with Dr. D, here to encourage, to inspire, to motivate, and educate, helping you get beyond your first move and creating a better mindset today. If you find any value in this content, go ahead. Help me help you so we can help others by liking, by clicking the thumbs up, and sharing. What you do is you join with me and climb with me as we try to make a better tomorrow today. And currently what we do, we upload a fresh video every week, once a week, and we do a live stream on Wednesdays and a replay with a live chat on Thursday. And also you can click down below and we cover all the major podcasts, and click the link and find your podcast so you can listen while you drive to and from work. Emotional intelligence has 4 components, and the 4th component we are speaking on today is relationship management, which had a building block of 3 other entities that preceded it. The first one would be self-awareness. Now, self-awareness is a tool that's used so you can notice the feelings and to judge if your needs are being met or not. And it's simply, if something is triggering you to a better place, or if something is triggering you to a worse place, because you need to understand how you work and how you tick and how you're triggered. And then you deal with self-management. Self-management is a tool that's used to express your feelings and act accordingly to benefit the connection between you and your relationships. Whether it's in employment, it's in team sports, or it's within your spouse or your partner, you need to have you need to be able to manage what you're aware of. Thirdly, social awareness. Social awareness is a tool that's used so you can better understand the needs and the feelings of others. These 3 components are essential to emotional intelligence. But what is it all for? Relationship management. Because no man is an island, and we don't live on this world by ourselves. And God knows we don't want to die alone. So therefore, it behoove us to actually to connect with other individuals and to be an effective communicator. And speaking of effective communicator, I have a video. You look over to the right and wait till the end of the video. You should be able to click on that. And I have a video called Communication Styles, being effective in relationships. And it expounds on the different types of communication styles which will allow you to be effective in a relationship, because it's not about what you say, more so is than what you do. Majority of our communication, or to be an effective communicator, you actually have to monitor your tone and your body language, because people look at what you do more so than hear what you say. Actually, that's the last thing people actually look at. And so you look at the video and it will explain in detail about being an effective communicator in whatever relationship you're in. And now I'm going to give you 7 strategies so you can be a better communicator, but more importantly, so you can implement EQ rather than always focusing on your IQ. The first strategy of relationship management would be open and be curious. When you are dealing with individuals other than yourself, you need to actually be open about something. Tell things about yourself, as well as be curious about the other individual. You have to understand, Napoleon was so invested in his troops, that he knew something about every last one of his soldiers. Something intimate about their family, about their favorite meal. He connected with them on the personal level. That's why they was willing to die for them, die for him, and for the country. They feel like if they didn't succeed, they would be letting their friend down. So it's so important to be open and curious. That's the first one. Secondly, enhance your communication style. If you're chatty Cathy, be quiet. Listen. Listen and learn something. Adjust it to the person you're trying to connect with. Because effective communication is being able to send a message however the other person can receive it. So that's why you need to pay attention to who you're dealing with, or who you're working with, or who you're communicating with, because it's so important. And like I stated earlier, I have a video about effective communication styles. Just check it out, and I promise you'll get something from it. Thirdly, avoid giving mixed signals. Don't say left and you're going right. Have you ever got to a stoplight and they say green, and the person stopped? No, because green means go, red means stop. The signals are clear, not confusing. Don't have a award ceremony and speak with muted tones about how well and then tell me how well I did, because I'm not listening to anything you're saying. I'm only looking and hearing the tone in which you're saying it. That's important. That's very important. So avoid giving mixed signals. That's the third one. The fourth one, remember the little things that pack a punch. Have you ever went to a Chick-fil-A? Just walked in the door and everybody said, "Hello, how you doing? Thanks for coming to Chick-fil-A." For the person who had not experienced a hello, a good morning, a hug, or a smile that day, oh, that just does their heart warm. That makes their heart smile. It's about being effective by communicating and making a person feel welcome. The same principle takes place in the workplace that you're working at, with the team where you're a leader, and within the marriage relationship, whereas you lead the house. Be effective, but also remember the little things. Honey, I love you. A rose, or just a phone call or a text message. It means a lot. Fifth, and this is what people don't do well at all, take feedback well, because feedback is constructive. Especially if it's constructive. It's feedback that allows you a chance to improve on what you've done previously. That's important. 6, build trust, because the more trust you build, the more people that go along with you and they're champion with you. And 7, only get mad on purpose. The reason why this is important, I have a video, and you look up to your up to your right, my left. I have a video called "Anger is a Secondary Emotion." See, anger is a neutral emotion, but it has power to it. It has power to it because if it's focused and directed towards something for a purpose, you can do real damage in a good way. However, if it's not purposed in its direction and its potency, it can do damage in another way. That's why I say, get mad on purpose. Run that race. Build that energy to make you focus on the goal. And you look up and you can see the video where I explain anger being secondary emotion. So those are my 7 strategies for emotional intelligence. Put down in the comment section. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Or just say something. Now, this is a hero's journey. Just gave you the four tenets of emotional intelligence, and I add amygdala to give you more emphasis on how you're triggered. That's the end of this video. Hope you received something from this content that I put out. And also, if you'd like to get a little bit more, look up above and click the Purpose Driven series and my Emotion series. I promise you there's something in there for you. And if you need a little bit more one-on-one time for me to help you get beyond your first move, click down below and hit my website, and we can talk further about how I can assist you. And also, if you don't remember anything else, remember this: every day you get up vertical, make it your goal to life to move forward and not backwards, because you are important. And this is a hero's journey with Dr. D. Ow!